Hi everyone, on today's iPhone app review, we're taking a look at iDroidsMania, not to be confused with the Droid phone, I suppose. As you can maybe tell from the opening splash screen there's a little bit of suggestiveness to this game, we'll say, between the male and female robot characters. Now, essentially, this game is a side-scroller. Unfortunately, to get to the side-scrolling action, quote-unquote, there's a lot of backstory to read through. I'll call it a side-scroller reader. You have to read a lot in between each level. This is, I think we're on the 5th or 6th level here. The graphics look nice. It looks really good. One of the things, once we actually get to the gameplay, though, is that I think it's one of those games that just suffers from the fact that you don't have physical buttons on the iPhone. Okay, so the game itself, I think it suffers a little bit, as I was saying earlier, from the fact that it's on the iPhone and you don't have physical buttons left and right to move on the game, or on the left-hand side of the screen. And on the right-hand side, you have both your grappling hook and then a weapon, and you choose your weapon by scrolling the little gear up at the top right, and you pick up different weapons as you go through the game. So it seems like if there were just a few more physical buttons, it would be a lot easier to maneuver the game and make the game more enjoyable. Now, beyond that, it's also a little bit frustrating how far apart the checkpoints are whenever you're going through the game, and if you have to restart, you start back a little bit further than you would expect. At least that was my impression. And it's a lot of jumping, a lot of scrolling, and sometimes you need to power up. And I may have mentioned the game's a little suggestive. Yes. Once you power up, you can move on through the game. So it's got great graphics. It's not a bad concept, but the combination of not having physical controls and having to do a lot on the screen makes it feel cramped from a control standpoint, and the game itself, the gameplay, could be a little less tedious and a little more fun. That's a look at iDroidsMania for the iPhone and iPod Touch. For thedigital lifestyle.tv, I'm Ryan Ritchie.